My fact is that one traditional Irish recipe for blancmange involves moss.
Here we go.
Is this a tradition in your own family?
Here we go.
Yeah. This is a cool fact about an old Irish pudding, and it's
That's what they say if you have to say it's cool. You have to tell the listener.
It's interesting and it's cool. Basically, there is this pudding, and it's made from a thing called dried carrageen. Okay, now. It's called moss. It's called Irish moss. It's not actually moss. It's a kind of algae, and it's brown and crusty stuff when you take it out of the water. You dry it out.
Sounds delicious.
And then you have to boil it in milk for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And that's the sort of pudding making process. And then when you boil, but the weird thing is when you boil it in milk, it sort of unfurls and it vomits out this huge.
This sounds absolutely delicious.
You thought about having your own cookery show. You're the next Nigella. God.
It sort of vomits out this jelly stuff.
Yeah.
And you then add the sugar and vanilla to make it slightly sweet, and you whisk it all up, and then you let it chill a bit. And
I just love just going off the Nigella kind of analogy, the way that you really, when you said vomiting up, you said it a few times and you really stressed it. And then when you got to the nice bit of adding some vanilla and sugar, you're like, oh yeah, let's just gloss over that. That's fine.
Yeah. And then you've got your moss blancmange, and that's
okay.
and that's and serve.
And it apparently it's quite crap, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Well, I think
I've
unless you
never
do
tried
add
it.
the exciting... No, God, neither have I.
What's bad about it?
I just think it's extremely bland. But I think it's good if you add flavour to
It
it.
doesn't really taste of any. Some people say it tastes of the sea.
Yes.
But actually, I think it just tastes really bland. And they used to give it to sick people, didn't they? If you were ill and infirm, you might get some of this pudding.
Right.
It's in a 19th century Handbook of Invalid Cooking by Mary Boland. That's one of the early recipes.
Okay,
Nice.
right.
And other recipes in that book: oatmeal mush,
Lovely.
delicious; scraped beef.
Scraped beef.
Lovely.
What is it? What are you serving the beef or the scrapings?
It's the scrapings.
Right.
Yeah, milk lemonade, which just sounds disgusting to me. Apart from it contains sherry, milk lemonade,
Okay.
And restorative jelly. And the restorative part of that is it has port in it.
Oh, okay.
So like
Nice.
alco jelly kind of thing.
I wish we were doing HelloFresh ads in this period where these were the recipes we were advertising.
Do you remember that? Was there a thing called toast water?
Yeah,
Did we talk
that's
about
in this book as well, actually.
Yeah.
Toast water.
It's basically get toast, you sort of really burn it, so it's all charcoaly.
Delicious.
Pour water on it, and drink the water. And I think you don't even get to eat the toast at the end of it.
beautiful.
It's just
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yum, because often what I don't like about toast is having to chew, but you want that flavour, don't you?
It's the flavour,
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So just on blancmange, we should talk about the fact that it was only quite recently that it stopped containing meat.
Yeah.
Ah, really?
Yeah, weird. So blancmange's been around since, I think the earliest recipe maybe comes from Baghdad in the 10th century, a long time. And it was only the 18th century, so it got to Europe and it spread throughout. Only in the 18th century they thought, let's stop putting chicken in this.
Yeah. It just sounds so rough.
They just used chicken as basically in the same way that they use the seaweed as kind of to make it more gelatinous, to make it stringy. It had a pleasant stringiness, I think.
Lovely.
And you shredded and really pounded up the chicken so it lost all of its flavour, I believe, and mix it up with some almond milk and some sugar and some rice. And yum, and they still eat it in Turkey. Almost the same thing, it seems
really?
like.
Oh, cool.
What, actually with the chicken in still?
Yeah. It's called the
Wow.
tavuk gogsu, and it literally means, and I really want English people to have gone and ordered it, having done the Google Translate, because it literally means chicken breast. But you order it, and what you get is a blancmange.
You look at everything on the menu, you're like, oh, I don't want that. I don't. Oh, chicken breast. That's safe.
What a weird ass chickens do they have in Turkey?
Did you guys hear of karis is another similar-ish food? It's also from 10th century Baghdad, probably from the same cookbook actually, which is fish tongues suspended in a concealed broth made of fish heads boiled in vinegar.
Where do you conceal the broth?
What a good point. Oh my god, congealed.
Sorry.
You'll just have to trust me. The tongues are in there, but you're not allowed to see
We'll
them.
bring the bill. You won't be able to see the meal, but sorry.
Thanks for watching. You can listen to the full episode on this channel or wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly episodes and clips. Not only that, You can also join Club Fish via Apple Podcasts or Patreon for ad-free episodes and exclusive bonus content.